Today it looks like is the day that I'm going to start fragging up some of my corals, so I wanted to take one more tank shot of this aquarium. Somebody wanted me to do a special on individual corals, and so today I thought I would talk about gorgonians, which are these things here. I like to use them. I've referred to them as like baby's breath in a bouquet. And use them to fill in and make the tank. If you look how it makes it look fuller, you can put it at the edges, and they do like a lot of flow, not a terrible amount, but good flow, moderate flow, and they grow up into full flow, and they stay open. They have to be in pretty good flow because it keeps the algae from growing on them and brings food to them. There's photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic gorgonians. I've gotten most of mine over the years from KP Aquatics. They have a really good selection of fairly hardy ones that they get out of the ocean. That rod one back there has grown a lot. It was only a couple inches long. Has huge polyps on it. It's been very hardy. I've had many over the years, but I don't know if you can see that one way in the back. It's a purple one with tan polyps, and it's been very healthy. I've had that one for probably 4 years, and it doesn't grow a whole lot. It's grown a little, but it actually encrusted onto the rocks and has grown probably 5 inches or so, and lots of arms. The one that grows the best is this one in the middle, and it's the Gorgonian. And it just grows like crazy. I have to trim it almost every time I clean my tank. It gets blown into other corals and then gets dead spots on it or kills other corals. So I have pieces of it that I've trimmed and put in all my tanks, and all my friends I've given it to, and I take it to fish stores and use it for trades. And it's just a very hardy, fast growing, easy for me gorgonian. There's another one in the back there, like an orange color one there that I got from KP years ago. But anyways, I know there's some out there that are beautiful and very hard to keep. You have to feed them and such, but the gorgonians that I have, I try and only keep corals that are easy. I don't want to have a stressful, I mean, a lot of people like the challenge of more difficult things, but to me, I like to keep things that are going to be easy to grow and enjoyable and not make my tank feel like it's too much or too hard. And so I try and pick corals that I know will do well in my system and not have problems and be incredibly difficult to take care of. But I do like gorgonians. They're one of my favorite corals, and they're a lot of them are beautiful and hardy, and really add to a mixed reef, filling in a lot of empty space and giving some movement and character to your reef. I have all of mine up fairly high, close to the light. I know that that's not terribly important, because I've had some down low and they've done well too, but most of mine, in order to get up, I keep the flow high around the top of my tank and lower towards the bottom of my tank. And so just to have it up in the flow that they need, I have them up higher in my tank. Like that one in the corner is right in front of a power head. There's a power head right beside it, and it blows quite a bit of current next to it, not right on it, but next to it, behind it. And then this one is right in the flow of my hang on the back. Aqua Clear blows right through it. And then the ones I have on this side of the tank are right by a power head as well. So there's a lot of updraft from the one in the back that's being pulled up. The water current's being pulled up through the bottom of that one and then blown across this other one there. But I have them in all my tanks, and I love them, and I think some of them are harder than others, but the ones I've had have been fairly easy and do really well in a tank. I do feed all of my tanks Reefroids and things like that. Don't know if that makes a difference or not. but because these like the light. But anyway, that's gorgonians and my experience with them. And when I do trim them and propagate them, I just use a very sharp scissors and then glue the piece I trimmed off to a little piece of rubble or a plug, and use them for trade-in or gift them to my friends that have been saying that they want some. So very easy to propagate for me. And blessings and happy reefing.